What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Doge to BTC, also known as Dogecoin to Bitcoin. We'll be looking at the current coin market cap, as well as doing a general market analysis. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump right into today's video. So as you can see, we're on the current coin market cap, getting a general understanding of what we're about to look at in the market. You can see market cap is 307.6 bill, 24-hour volume is 63.7 bill, and Bitcoin dominance is 68.9%. So honestly, we're really not doing too bad. Bitcoin is the one crypto that seems to be continuously going up. Bitcoin dominance is rising, while all the other altcoins are kind of retracing. You can see at the top 10 cryptos, everything is practically down except for Binance Coin, which is exploding once again at $30, so that's doing quite well. All the other cryptos are kind of falling. Litecoin holding support at $90. Everything else kind of just consolidating out. Really not seeing much crazy movement all in all, but we don't look too bad in terms of the current market cap. Just some more consolidation, which is what's pretty much been happening the past couple of weeks within cryptocurrency. So to move on to Litecoin, you'll notice Litecoin is pretty much consolidating. So I'd like to just delete this uptrend right here. Guess it's not that strong of a support, and I'd like to throw in a resistance, which is right here. So this resistance does hold quite well. You can see the problem with this resistance is it is intertwined with its high-low minimum moving average. We've known and I've said that we need to break through this high-low MMA in order to get some sort of volume to push us up to higher levels. The problem with that is the fact that we don't have enough volume. The problem is once we break through the high-low MMA, it usually starts to act as a resistance, and it helps lower the coin, or it puts a lot of downwards pressure on the coin, and you can see what exactly is happening. It doesn't have enough volume to push itself through, so consolidation is needed all in all. I do just want to jump onto the weekly, extend out, see if we're missing something. You can see on the weekly, we're pretty much just consolidating, within our high-low MMA on the weekly RSI. You can see we have bottom support right at around $70 and a top resistance at around 108. You'll notice we had 4 weeks of consolidation. The one thing I am liking, and the one thing that I do find very useful and helpful, is the RSI on the weekly. The RSI on the weekly, when we were up here at 145, was extremely overbought on the weekly RSI, which is a no-no. It's a problem. This does indicate that, retracement is going to happen and it's necessary. And you can see that is exactly what happened. This pullback was, it was bound to happen. The one thing to pay attention to is we're flatlined out on the weekly. Now, this is something that is almost abnormal for, a market that is so volatile. What that means is we should be able to see now volume come in at some point and either push us up to crazy high levels or retrace us lower, because sideways trading and consolidation within this crypto and within cryptocurrency itself does indicate that there are moves to higher levels. We've seen it in the past. We see it all the time on the daily. So with this consolidation, we have a $90 support. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks now, over a month of just sideways trading with little to no change in volume. We do have a cap right now at $100. So we're trading in between $90 and $100, where we've been the past couple of weeks closing all these candles. And you can see slowly the the high-low MMA is creeping down on itself. You can see this is coming down like this, and this is coming up. So they're getting closer, indicating it's getting tighter, and the price is going to have to make a decision as to where it would like to move, either to the upside or potentially the downside. So we do have to keep a close eye out on this. It does seem likely, though, that we are going to see some sort of volume come in at some point and break out. It's nice to see things from a weekly. I feel like we don't really look at the weekly on Litecoin. So this is just a very odd, sideways trading. I'm trying to see if we have any other sort of movement right here of just sideways trading. You can see here is another example. So down here, we had very little volume and we just traded sideways for a couple weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. We just traded out sideways, and then we started to get volume and we broke out. So that's what we're looking for right now within Litecoin, because we do have that similar pattern right now where we're just kind of trading out sideways. Candlesticks are getting smaller, and inevitably volume should be injected very soon. Now, I do want to zoom out on the daily and get a better look at this too. And you can see the same thing is sort of happening. It's just little to no volume at all sideways movement, trading in between $90 and $100, intertwined with this high-low MMA, and just sideways consolidation. I wouldn't even call it manipulation, but you can see practically no movement on the RSI, no volume at all, really. We did have this one wick, but it did close us right below back where we were. This was during the halving, and you can see we're just trading out sideways. So this is a big indicator that a run is going to happen. So I'm keeping my eye out on Litecoin because this consolidation is something to pay attention to. We've seen it numerous times within the coin, and it's not surprising that we're most likely going to see something big happen once again. Now, to move on to the other cryptos like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the one crypto that is breaking out at quite a significant level. We've been tracking a downtrend, and we did have our uptrend right here. We said if we saw any points of contact on the support, we could see a run, and that is exactly what's happening. I said Bitcoin, and you can quote me on all my previous videos. Bitcoin was the coin. As soon as we started to lift up, this would be the crypto that starts to move out of the other ones. Bitcoin was starting to move up. I do have a cap. I'd like to say it around 12,700. I don't think it's going to be able to break that. You can see what's happening right here. But what that does open up opportunity-wise for Bitcoin is now we know what its plan is. We know what its plan of action is. So it is definitely going to be trading in between this triangle like this ascending triangle. So if you've missed out on this run and you'd like to get back into it, wait for another point of contact on this uptrend right here. If we confirm there's definitely going to see a higher move. So you could be theoretically buying in at $10,500, selling off at around $12,700 and making quite a bit of profit. So that's what I'm keeping a close eye on. This is a great opportunity to be buying in, so do be patient for that. That is when I'm going to be buying in. Is once we see consolidation back downwards, it opens a great buying opportunity to eventually retrace higher up. So I'm keeping a very close eye on that. I do think it's going to happen very soon. So be patient. It may take a couple of days, but short-term wise, we are looking for this major ascending triangle to eventually close off. Now to move on to Ethereum, and then we'll wrap things up with Doge. Ethereum, or actually I want to look at Bitcoin on its weekly. We haven't done that yet. So Bitcoin on its weekly, extremely high compared to its high MMA, extremely high. Look, we're really not that far off from where our previous all-time high is. We're pretty darn close, if you ask me. Wow, that's actually pretty wild. The one thing that's standing out to me now is that we're testing overbought, which may seem like this is the cap indicating retracement is necessary. That's kind of why we're seeing this pullback right now. So with that in mind, I wouldn't be surprised if indeed we do see consolidation back down to this uptrend. So keep a close eye on that. I do think that is around the corner and going to happen very soon. That makes a lot of sense as to why we're going to probably see another pullback within Bitcoin, and it will open up some great buying opportunities. So guys, be patient, be ready for this to happen. That's what we're looking for right now, tracking on Bitcoin. As for Ethereum, Ethereum is within its uptrend, facing a lot of issues with its high-low middle moving average. We did have that death cross right there. We are trading on our uptrend right here, and you can see that we're now in some sort of ascending triangle with resistance at 226 and an uptrend right here. And you'll notice we are getting sandwiched in between here. So we're really looking for, sideways consolidation, much less than within Bitcoin, but we could potentially see a pop in the price of crypto, moving us up to, potentially higher levels. So that's going to be pretty awesome. I am paying attention to that. Bitcoin is going to be the biggest one that I'm paying attention to. Unfortunately, it's not Litecoin today. Bitcoin is. Actually, that's not true. We're looking for consolidation down within Bitcoin, and we're looking for a pop within Litecoin. So we're looking for those two possible things to happen within this coin. Now, I do just want to wrap things up with Doge. Doge, once again, consolidating sideways. We're on the weekly right now. Practically bottomed out, oversold. We have our support right here, and we're just trading sideways. We came back down, we found our bottom support, and now it looks like we could potentially have capped off. I'd like to see what tomorrow's confirmation is. I'd like to see whether or not we're going to hold this bottom right here, or if we're going to start to climb up to higher levels. That's pretty much what I'm waiting for. Are we going to break below here? Are we going to close today's or tomorrow's candle below this and then fall to this level down here? Or are we going to start to trade up higher and start to swing us back up and retest support? We could see something like this. We could see a break, and then some movement like this, and then a pop to its high-low MMA. But otherwise, guys, that is going to wrap up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.